My name's Mick Jenkins, straight from the south side of Chicago, and I'm here with Fact TV at South by Southwest.
I've been drinking all this water. Piss ain't never been so clear, I'd be a martyr. Right in front of your
I wanted to call the project The Healing Component. That wasn't really my idea. And so I began thinking on the healing component and what that might be. And God and water were the first two things that really stuck out to me as something to build a project around. I ended up going with water, and that metaphor, as simply as I could put it, would just be water being synonymous with truth. And just as necessary as that is for our lives and our world and just the nature of how we live, I think truth is as well. And by truth, I mean uncommon truths that are basic to everything, right? So the idea of beauty, the idea of riches and success and what that is, those are the kind of truths I mean when I speak about it. And that's generally what The Waters was about, was acknowledging that there was that truth out there.
Your vision gets hazy.
My mother listened to a lot of neo soul, Bilal, Sade, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, Kim, things of that nature, and that kind of influenced a lot of the music. Always does, but more so for The Waters, because as opposed to Trees and Truths, I focused on production a lot more, making it cohesive and sound like a sound rather than just being a lot of different types of beats and production. So those artists, that's the kind of music that I listen to now. I've been listening to that forever. And as I come more into my own, I think it's taking more and more aspects of that soul music and putting it into the music, and putting it into my music and my raps. I take inspiration from Jill Scott as far as composition and writing, and you can feel the poetry and still know that it's rap at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's where I draw inspiration. And then, other than just artists, it's just everywhere. I write about my life for real. So I pull a lot of topics and symbolism and messages from my own experiences and the experiences of my friends and family.
Shorty told me that she do not do that.
There's a really communal vibe to the music being made in Chicago. From producers to singers to photographers to, whatever, artistically, there's just a big communal vibe. I walk in on Chance, Alex Wiley sessions all the time. Actually, the first time I collaborated with Chance and Vic, I only thought Chance was coming through, and Vic came through as well. And then Peter Cottontail and Nate Fox and everybody that's a part of his production team was there. And it's just we record in a lot of the same places. Them Peoples has a studio, Classic Studios, Music Garage. And just because it's these three places, that's where everybody goes, you see everybody all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes for really organic ways of running into each other and creating music. And that's something that is prevalent with the Chicago music scene, and I feel that doesn't, people don't understand that, and it makes it really fun and really cool.
Stop it. We are not on the same.
I was on tour with Kirk Knight and No Name and Saba. It was really cool just because I expected to hop on tour with somebody a lot bigger this year, and to do our own was really refreshing because of the way it turned out. I didn't expect all the love that we got, but we sold out 70% of the shows. People were going crazy. Sky cried seeing me. A really long, embarrassing story for him. But I guess he doesn't care because he got to meet Mick Jenkins. But just for it to be something like that for someone out there, I think it's crazy. I didn't expect that kind of love and appreciation for what I'm doing. Learned how to talk to people more, be a bit more comfortable on stage, and give people a show rather than just performing my songs. And that's something that just doesn't come easy. You know what I'm saying? That comes from practice. That comes from doing it for a while. So I got 2 tours under my belt, and I'm just a bit more aware of how to make that happen. And that's what I try to focus on more. And that's what I'll be trying to bring to South by Southwest for sure.
Hanging on for dear life. For the love of the gold.
I'm working on my album. It should come out in 2016. I'm just starting to work on that now, really carve it out. I'm going to be really meticulous about it. It's called The Healing Component. And that's 15 for me, man. Hopefully a lot more spot dates, tour, and new music.